Amazon Prime's new animated show just concluded its first season last week, so today I thought it was time for me to stop and review it. Hey everyone, S-Dub Nation here, and welcome back to a brand new review here on the channel. Please note that everything that I will say in this video is just my very own opinion, and you're free to comment down below your very own opinion on this season. Please don't forget to check out that Twitter that's going to pop up on your screen right now, and without further ado, let's just get right into our review for... Invincible was always a show that was on my radar. I remember seeing the teaser back in, I think, early February, and I fairly much enjoyed the teaser, so I was obviously going to enjoy the show. So let's move right into the good. And the good thing that comes to mind here, just like everybody says, the violence. Like, the violence in it is just so bloody and gory, and it feels grounded. If Omni-Man comes up to a speedster and just pushes his thumb into the speedster's face, obviously their head is going to explode with eyeballs coming out with blood gushing everywhere. A human trying to kick Omni-Man, and Omni-Man just slams him down to the ground with blood splattered everywhere. Obviously that's going to happen. It's grounded, and I love all of it. It feels real. It feels like it's set inside of a real world with real consequences, but also it's animated. And that's another thing. I really do like the animation in here. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not the greatest animation. It's not that good, but I feel like it creates a nice little realism into the mix, especially goes with the tone that's going through the entire show. The visceral animation itself too. I mean, we have just blood splattered on screens. We are having characters getting eyes pushed out of their heads. We have characters getting their heads sliced off of their necks. We have characters just getting punched in the body, and just blood is splattered everywhere. This show has visceral action that is so engaging, and you just love to see it. But it's not in a way that Mortal Kombat did it, where every time somebody gets cut, just blood just splatters everywhere, so it feels like CGI. It feels like, okay, if I got punched in the stomach by Omni-Man, I'm gonna get blood splattered everywhere because I'm dead. I'm gushing out blood at this point, and I loved all of it. But I feel like the best thing about this season is the mystery of Omni-Man and the murder of the Guardians of the Globe. I love that once Omni-Man wakes up, you get the feeling that something's not right with him. So I thought that the mystery behind Omni-Man was great. I thought it was actually pretty good, and was the most interesting thing about this series to me. What is going on with Omni-Man? Mark learning the dangers of being a superhero, and also finding out the heritage of his father and his powers lineage. I thought all of that was pretty great. Creates a nice little mythology into the mix. J.K. Simmons as Omni-Man is so great, so intimidating. When you see him come on screen, it's like you're looking at Homelander. It's like you're looking at Black Suit Superman. It's like you are fearing this character. And I gotta say, I loved it. The hero aspect and also the betrayal of Omni-Man's story with the mystery works perfectly well here. I love the father-son dynamic inside of this show. I love the conflict. I love the tension of the family, and also Mark and his dad just discovering everything. All of that worked. The story is so familiar, but at the same time, it's engaging and different. But at times, it gets very dark. With that being said, let's move right into the mix. And the mix thing that comes to mind here is that the middle of the series barely focuses on the mystery of Omni-Man. Instead, it slows down to have Mark spend time with his girlfriend and get a girlfriend, understanding more of his powers, which I really did enjoy, and also him with his hero team. I really did like the characters inside of the hero team. Like, I love the characters inside of the hero team. I kind of love the hero team themselves, but I just didn't like the fact that inside of the middle, there were episodes where I just kind of wasn't invested in the show. It wasn't engaging, and it felt like I didn't really have to watch the next episode. Omni-Man doesn't feel like an overarching sneaky antagonist, only to some people, but to the rest of the characters inside of the show, he's not really an overall presence. He's not that big of a presence in here, and as him being my favorite character inside of the show, that is kind of disappointing. The threat doesn't feel urgent enough until episode 7. Up till now, it just feels like a visceral, violent, bloody, gory, animated show about a teenage superhero, which is something that we've already seen before, besides all of the blood and the gore. With that being said, let's move right into the bad. And the bad thing that comes to mind here is that because it's on the same streaming service as The Boys, Amazon Prime, a lot of everything that's great about this show has already been done in The Boys. It's a good thing, but also a bad thing because it's painfully obvious that the Guardians of the Globe are the Justice League, just like The Boys superhero team. And Omni-Man and Homelander is these versions of Superman, the more evil, dickish version of Superman. We've seen that before. It feels very similar to The Boys, which that could be a great positive to some people. But to me, I just find that it's kind of a negative because of how close it came out to The Boys. You can't help but comparing the two. And also because Seth Rogen worked on both of these series, so you can kind of see the similarities in both of them. In conclusion, Invincible is a great series. I'm hyped for season 2 and 3, and I really just did love the action, the visceral violence of it all. I mean, the gore is great, but the story itself is really great too. The show delivers on the dark, gory themes like the comics, but falls a little bit short when it comes into the middle half of the season, and also it gets too similar to The Boys at times. But then again, it has an overarching story that I really did enjoy. Invincible season 1 is an A-, and I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. And I would say stream it if you love The Boys, but if you're not a big fan of like the long 40-minute structure of like animated features, then you're probably not going to like this one, especially when it has a lot of blood and gore. This is not a kid's show, but I did enjoy it, so maybe you would too. Alright guys, that is it for the review. Please know that everything that I did say in this video was just my very own opinion, and you are free to comment down below. What did you think of Invincible Season 1? Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Please don't forget to check out that Twitter that's going to pop up on your screen right now. And also comment down below, how excited are you for Invincible Seasons 2 and 3? Comment down below if you would like to see an episode ranking of this season. With that being said, I will see you all next time. Peace.